Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and look who I have with me here today, Ginny
Hello,
from Ginny B. Hi, Ginny B. Let me just take
hello,
this
hello,
down
hello,
here.
hello. Choking up here already.
Miss Ginny B is back. So nice to have you back, and so nice to see everybody here. So, what we're going to be doing today is offering messages from your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. So, I'm just going to take a minute and copy this, um, and then I'll put it back up there so that I can pop it in the chat. Just visiting is here, and Chick from Ohio. Now, Chick from Ohio, you did get my message. There was like a message that I needed to continue. I was doing a show. I think it was with Joan, with Sim Seeker Joan. And I was telling her that I felt like, she just wanted a message for November. And I felt like there was like this big burden that she felt like she was carrying. And I said, I felt like you were driving a big ship and like at the helm where you steer the ship like this, but it was more like a kid's plastic thing. And I'm like, it feels like the whole state of Ohio is behind you. Like you're really pulling and dragging this big thing behind you. So I said, you want to make sure you set your boundaries and let go of anything that's not yours and all that. So then later on that night, I went, you know how you're like falling asleep and like you're resting, and I would open my eyes. And I'm like, that was a spaceship. It wasn't just a ship. It wasn't like, it's really hard to tell if it's literal or if it's, it's hard to tell. But you're in the flow, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have got to tell Chick from Ohio. So thank goodness that she came back. She loves it. Yeah, yep. It was really pretty intense, that realization. And sometimes that happens. The messages sort of linger and they develop.
Hmm.
And oh, look who's here. Scott Scorpio, Sun Tarot. Oh, nice to see you, Scott. And Jackie is here. So nice to see you. Aw, I love all those purple hearts. And Sherry, I have yours. And I see Catherine. Oh, from Prince Edward Island. So nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Amy, I see your question. And just visiting, I see yours. And Teresa Hadarian is here. Noor is here. So nice to see everybody. Thelma, dear sweet Thelma. She says she's from the UK. Aw.
Wow.
I know. Well, it's the hour, I think. I think this is their five
Oh,
o'clock
yeah.
or their 7 p.m. This is their I don't know
Evening.
what you would call it, like their recreation time after they're home from work and after dinner. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's nice to see the Europeans come in, right?
Yes.
Uh,
It's exciting.
So, what has been happening for you there, Miss Ginny? Have you been connecting with your spirit guides and angels?
I have, and I have to share with everybody the lesson that I learned this summer is self-care. Don't stop doing it. And if you're not doing it, start. But
It's
I'm back at it, and it is, and it's as we move into the season, it's about to actually get winter here in the Midwest. So
yeah. Hi Z, nice to see you. And just visiting says it's 11 a.m. in California. Yep, yep. Aw, I see you. So let's start with Catherine. Catherine is new, and she is, I know she set it up here. Let me see. Prince Edward Island, Canada. And I remember there was a beautiful series on PBS. Oh, look, Kelly, the Mystic Next Door is here. Hi, Kelly.
wow.
There was a beautiful series of Anne of Green Gables that was set in Prince Edward Island. And that's all I know about it. But Oh, it's a very magical place, I know. So good for you, Catherine. And she would like to know if there's any messages for me would be appreciated. Sure, Catherine, and welcome.
I'll go ahead if you don't care, if you don't mind.
No, that's good.
I have messages from the Cosmic Oracle cards. This is what the back of it looks like. These two fell out while Jean was reading your question, Catherine. It says, stay present. That's where life happens. In other words, don't get ahead of yourself. But then the next one that came out with it was, look around for some signs. The universe is speaking to you. So right in front of your nose, and that's interesting because I got kind of this message earlier today. You're looking right at the answer that you're seeking. You're looking all around yourself, but you're looking right past what it is that you've been asking your guides about. And I don't know whether it's because it's not the answer you want, you think it's going to be something different, or you simply don't see it. But look at the stuff around you in the present and where you're at, and reevaluate what it is that you've been asking about, because the answer is right there. I hope that resonates with you.
Wonderful. And Catherine, just let us know if that makes sense for you. And Catherine, what I was picking up for you, first of all, is that you are intuitive, and it's hard for you to sort of sometimes to find out your own answers, especially when there's emotion around it or there's a consequence to the outcome. And they want you to trust your intuition. I don't know if you use a pendulum or if you use oracle cards or tarot cards. They want you to find something that works for you. I know that Kelly uses the dowsing rods. Dowsing rods are something that are fun to try. They want you to know, I feel like you are apprehensive, and you're looking for something almost that is elusive and not quite tangible to you. And you want to know what the solid answer is, and you want to know the result, or you want to know what's going to happen, or you want to, it's like there's certain things that you are feeling sort of not very grounded or not very solid in your where you are right now. And they just want you to know that it could also be this full moon energy around you as well, Catherine. I think that there's a lot of energy on the earth and in the universe right now. And that a lot of us light workers, which you are, and intuitives and empaths feel this additional bit of energy, and we're just not sure what to do with it or where to place it. And they want you to work on connecting and perhaps even writing words or dreams, or asking questions and sitting and setting your pen down and walking away, and then coming back to your pen and sitting down and writing the answer. They want you to work on something that is going to be, they want you to help to develop your own intuitive skills. She says, it does, but I miss the forest for the trees.
That's the exact phrase I had in my head earlier today when that message came to me, was you can't see the forest for the trees.
Wow, Ginny.
Yeah.
And this is where the trust comes in. And I know that you feel it. You just can't define it right now. But also, I think that when the information is important for us to know, we'll gain that. We'll gain additional insight or information. They want you to rest assured I do feel this sort of agitation around you. I do feel like it's cosmic or like the full moon type of energy. You have an earth and you have a connection to the earth and very strong empathic skills there, Catherine. So all the best to you. But yeah, definitely keep looking, keep searching, keep trying different things. And you yourself are your own best guide, and they want you to learn and practice your own intuitive skills so that you can rely on your discernment. Hmm. Right. Very good. Well, thank you for being here. And Z is here. And Z says, I'm stressed. How will my final board math paper be? Okay. So let me just check with my pendulum here. So, Z, would you be able to tell me your first name? Only because I can't really feel a solid energy coming from you. Sometimes, if it's just initials, it's hard. Like if you're called Steamboat Alley, I'd be able to connect with you. But because it's just a letter, it's hard for me to connect. Mira, okay, thank you. Is Mira's board math paper for Mira is how will the board math paper come out? Will it be in her favor? Yes. Will she pass by 100%? No. Will she pass by 80%? Yes. Wow. Thought it'd be lower. No offense, but I didn't. I was going to keep going down, but is she going to pass 85% around there? So it's between 80 and 85%, and it's free will. I don't know that you've taken it yet. Have you taken it yet? Feels like you haven't taken it yet. Yeah, I feel like you haven't taken it yet. And that this is where the free will comes in. But if you have at least an 80%, but that's what I got. How about you, Ginny? What are you getting?
Well, I reached into the Angelic Activation Oracle deck is the one I picked up. Just reached in, and you have the Holy Spirit. Miracles are possible. Your ability to experience miracles is down to your capacity to believe that miracles are possible for you. Don't give up hope. A real turnaround is now possible. The light of angels is surrounding you, inviting you to step into the most gracious receiving state possible. Open your heart and expect a miraculous solution. You are worthy. Know it. And your activation, what you should say to yourself is, I am worthy of miracles in all forms. And what I'm kind of getting is you got to believe in yourself. You're doing this paper and you're there and you've got a lot of self-doubt going, and you need to believe in it. And out of the law of attraction cards, I can deliberately reach for joyous thoughts. Can you see that? In seeking and finding joy, you not only find perfect alignment with your inner being and with who you really are, but you also find vibrational alignment with all the things that you desire. When joy is really important to you, you will not allow yourself to focus upon things that do not feel good. And the result of thinking only thoughts that feel good will be they cause you to create a wonderful life filled with all the things you desire, which is doing good on your final board maths paper, which again, believe in yourself. You have to have joy in doing this. Whatever it is you're studying, for whatever the reason, do it with joy and love for yourself.
Absolutely. And I would also like to add to consider that you've already won. You've already put in all the work, and you've already studied and prepared yourself and, disciplined all of these things that you've already won there, Miss Mira. So thank you. All the best to you. And please do come back and let us know. Leave a comment below on the show or something, and I'll let everybody know. because we're all rooting for you. All right, Sherry Moe, are you here? And then Amy Harris. Sherry Moe and Amy Harris. If you ladies would just say hello. Hi, Sherry.
Okay, Sherry, open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. So whatever you have that you're protecting yourself from or not letting out, because sometimes when we open up the door, we have to let our own love out to let more love in. It's kind of an equal exchange of energy. Let's go back to the word joy. I'm getting joy big time, is you need to take joy in the little things. If you're feeling, I have the sense that you're feeling deficit in something, that something is not enough, that you're suffering from a feeling of lack. And that's an indication you need to count what you do have, not what you don't have. To take the joy in just breathing and looking at the sunshine and anticipating the holidays, even if, you might have some things going on at the holidays because sometimes families aren't all that, or you have expectations. There's still joy in that you are here, you are now, and that you have love to give as well as love to receive. Even if it's just a smile as you walk through the stores, if you give it, you'll receive it back tenfold.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. And I just would like to shout out that Akila B24 is here. She says, hi, Ginny and Jean and
Hello,
Chad.
Akila.
So nice to see the ladies together here. So Sherry, what I wanted to let you know is I feel like you're guarding your possessions. And as soon as Ginny was talking about lack, I had already wrote down that you fear loss of something. And I feel like it's possessions. I feel like it's a material thing, or if it's a job or something's going to change. And your spirit guides are suggesting that you consider living in the moment, taking each day moment by moment, and try not to fabricate or catastrophize what the future may hold for you. And it's important when you're happy and find that joy in each moment. It's you're co-creating your own reality around you. It's not easy. And I know that there's exterior influences that cause us to think this, but work on seeing yourself at the moment and where you are and how safe and secure you are at this moment. And this will create this feeling of gratitude, this feeling of I'm safe. I have everything that I need, and everything I need is around me. And this type of a feeling will then attract more of that towards you. If you have everything you need and you're in a good place, but you're worrying about it losing, then that energy of it losing, it's really like a magnet. I'm letting you know, there was a girlfriend of mine. We were on a vacation. We were out of the country, and she had a postcard to send back to her family. And there was a mailbox for local post, and then there was a mailbox for international post. And she had to send it to the international post for her family to get in. And she walked over there, and she was so worried that she might put it in the wrong box. She was just, oh my gosh, what if I get it wrong? What if I get it wrong? And she looked at it and she figured it out. When she walked over there, for some reason, her hand put it in the wrong box. She goes, I knew I was going to do that, because she created this energy, this panic, this worry, this, and you, it's sort of like the energy comes around you if you feel this. So it's really important for us to control our thoughts, control our energy, and to focus on what it is that is happening at the moment, and to create this gratitude there. And if you can't think of this, then write things down on your mirror or in your car or on your phone, the things that you're grateful for each and every day, and what part of life helps you to feel fortunate. Oh, there's a job opportunity in the future. Okay, good. Well, that all the best to you. I think that's really good. I wouldn't worry about it. I would work on. Oh, here she says, I'm physically trying to open my heart when watching this. Oh, yeah. All the best to you, Sherry. And ask your question about your job next time. Oh, thank you, Scott. He's so sweet. I love hanging out with you, Scott. I popped in on Scott the other day. I don't know if any of y'all saw it, but it was so much fun. I had just finished the show and I saw he was on, and I just popped in. And we wanted to share. Did you see Scott's Angel, Ginny? Have you ever seen Scott's Angel? We have it on
Yes.
tape. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so we played that again, and there was a bunch of people in the chat that hadn't seen that yet, but everybody was like so over the moon. It's just really reassuring and validating, to see that and to understand that that is possible for all of us. But so it was a lot of fun. Thanks for being here, Scott. And thank you, Sherry Moe. So Amy's next. After Amy, I see Just Visiting and then Thelma. So if you ladies would kindly just say hello. Amy says, any messages for me today?
Wow. Cool, Amy. Star beings. There is a great mystery unfolding at this time. All the synchronicities and signs you are experiencing are not coincidences. They are spirit-led experiences to let you know that you are on the right path. Trust in this. Where you are is where you need to be. And I'm going to say that again. Where you are is where you need to be. Stay committed to your vision because star beings are guiding your dreams into reality. Your activation is, thank you, star beings, for guiding my vision into reality. If you're not journaling, I suggest that you do so because you've had some really, really great ideas that you're kind of going, well, maybe. That sounds silly, but they're not. Perhaps it's dreams or it's just thoughts or just creative endeavors that you've got going on. But it's, I just get the sense that you have been lately just going, how do I want to say this? You are surprised by all the coincidences, but they're not coincidences, they're synchronicities in that when you stop and look at them, and this is why journaling is important, that you will see the connection in things that you haven't seen the connection before. You just think that they're separate incidences, whether it's you see something at the grocery store and then you see something on TV or something that passes you when you're walking or whatever else you're doing. And if you stop and think about it, they're all connected, whether it's by color or what's in your mind when you see them. I get this vision of you just kind of going, that's interesting. Well, that's interesting. Well, and what is this all about? And if you write it down, you're going, kind of like when you see the mystery shows or the murder shows and they make a storyboard and you put up all your clues and you're going to start to see connections that you hadn't seen before. And you're going to have an even brighter idea because it's being guided and it's going to lead you into thinking about or doing something that you had not considered before. New things are on your horizon.
Wow. I'd say that's a beautiful awakening. So if I can just pop this up from Pixie Whisperer, she said, that's so true. I journal all the time. And that's when I connect the dots. And when she's in the shower. Me too, Pixie. I have to jump out of the shower to write these things down because they're so fleeting. But water is a conductor of energy. And we often get our messages in the shower. But the journaling, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I wrote that. And now this is what's happening. It's like, it's really, it really is important to allow that information to come through without you trying to they say like the analysis paralysis, like don't try and analyze it or figure it out. Just like Ginny said earlier before about the forest through the trees, that was what she had thought when she got that message earlier in the day. But everything is connected. Everything is divine orchestration. Everything is divinely orchestrated, and it's really very magical once we see it, and we're like, oh, I didn't know. Oh my gosh. And it's really beautiful. And it raises our trust in our higher self and in our loved ones and in our guides and angels. It really does help to open our eyes. And it's an awakening process as well for you there, Amy. So I got that you're here on earth to help to raise the vibration to help humanity's evolution, as well as Mother Earth's vibration and evolution. I also received that it might be helpful to you to examine a past life regression. In order for you, there is this piece of your soul that is eternal that you are working to get to know. And once you have a practice or have a session or experience a past life regression, and you connect with that other part of your soul, there is a resonance that is almost like awakened up. But there is an awakening happening for you, Amy, if it's not already, and it could be slow and it could come in bursts, but they just want you to know that you're here in this world, in this incarnation, for a reason. Yep. Reiki and Crystal Day Spa Resort has been on my mind. Working with everything, crystals, singing bowls, shamanic, Reiki business. Good. Excellent. Wonderful. Then you are on the right track for sure. There's another layer coming though, Amy, just so you know. Mm-hmm. She says, I've always helped others, never myself. I am now waking up. Mm-hmm.
Back to that self-care statement I said before. You first.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Amy. That was really sweet of you. I appreciate the feedback. Just Visiting is next. And after Just Visiting is Thelma. And I see both of you said hello. Thank you. Just Visiting says, I'd love a message from my spirit guides. And look at all those emojis. I love them. I love them, love them, love them. They're so cute. They show up so extra bright on the StreamYard for some reason. So let's see what Just Visiting has.
You have a lot of joy with you, Just Visiting. Joy must be my word for the day or something. But it's you bring those emojis with you wherever you go. People come to you when they want to feel better. You don't know that sometimes. They lighten up and they find it. I don't want to say this. They have a brighter attitude or a brighter focus when they are in your energy field. So if you've had a lot of people who just kind of resonate with you or come and you haven't figured out why they're hanging around with you, that is why. I pulled a card. It says, live your life with both feet in. Isn't that what I just said? You do commit fully to being here, which is what you do. But you need to take some credit. You need to take credit for who you are. You need to, I just see this light getting brighter and brighter and brighter. You're shining bright for everybody else, but you need to stand in front of the mirror sometimes and see your own reflection come back at you, because you have a special energy. Back to these emojis. You just have a special energy and a special way of looking at the world or at situations that gives people pause for thought, so they see things differently and brighter. Hope that makes some sense.
Absolutely, just visiting. Okay. So what I got, and then Pixie, your comment came up, and I feel like you're kind of in my psyche here, Pixie. But what I got for just visiting was mediumship connecting and psychic abilities, and working to organize your abilities by practicing that, exercising that muscle of focusing and connecting to the other side and connecting to the higher realm and getting into that higher state uh, um, of consciousness. And for you just visiting, I feel as though there is a practice that is there for you, that I feel like you have things happening around you, and you know some things, and you want to work on organizing this so that you can uh, have a little bit more control over how, where, and when, and how much. But I want you to know, um, just visiting, that it's not it's not what anybody thinks. There is no certainty. There is no positivity, or there is no certainty. There is no concrete validation other than your own energy and your own instincts. Um, for me, anyway, but maybe it could be for others. Hi, Lark. She said, mediumship, yes, I have done a little, but want to do more with classes or something. Yes, I do automatic writing daily. I think there's another, yeah, yep. She said, that's the hard part. Is it real? The doubt. And that's where you'll have, when you're doing the automatic writing and when you're practicing connecting with your spirit guides and angels and loved ones, when you receive that validation, or when you receive that synchronicity and sign, that's to help you to gain that confidence. But believing that it's real, you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. You really have to open up and believe and trust. And trust is really, really hard because we're so immersed in our ego that we doubt so much, because it's not a tangible thing that is here in this world. It is very much elusive and very much fleeting and very much energetic. But I would say give them the benefit of the doubt and trust and see where that gets you. And I'm letting you know, Ginny, tell them, how much do you have to trust?
100%. And it's the hardest thing you ever do because it doesn't make any sense. But everybody keeps coming to you because they get something. And I wouldn't know this from experience, let me tell you, because Jean's all the time telling me that yes, to trust. That's why. But yeah, it's you just do it and then you get back the validation. And that's why it's so important, even in these quick readings, to give validation, because I'm saying things that do not make any sense to me. So unless somebody says, oh, okay, that makes sense, to the listener, there's no way of knowing. It just comes in. Think about the people who've been coming into your life and asking you for advice, and you just kind of know the answer. And so you've been doing it all along. You've been doing it all along.
Yeah. Yep. And so just visiting says, yes, benefit of the doubt, but sometimes I get clear signs. That is true. Sometimes we hear, feel, and see things that are so very concrete and that there is no doubt of what we saw, heard, or felt. But it doesn't always come in that way. But
our real life is that way too. Even in the 3D world, sometimes we know what we're doing and we got it right, and sometimes we make a decision and we doubt it. So it's no different, and you just have to go with your gut feeling, whichever realm you're in.
Yeah. Yep. It's really, and even if you've done it for years, you still have this, you know, uh, yeah, you have to practice and trust and give them the benefit of the doubt and know. And it's that trust that allows it to come through. If we have doubt, then it's blocking it. If we have ego, it's blocking it. If we you know I was telling Ginny, before the show, I was telling her about a dragon class or a dragon show that we did. And I said, I knew nothing about dragons, and I just trusted whatever information that came through was important for that person to know. And the shock and amazement that I heard from these people getting back to me, letting me know that it's resonates with them and that's just like them and that they do this all the time, and and that they practice this. I mean, whatever. And it was so connected to what, but I'm not trying, I'm not being boastful here. I'm just saying that I knew nothing. I knew I didn't know what to expect, but I trusted that whatever did come through was for their highest good. And maybe this is something that I do say, that my intention is that the information that you receive is the information that you receive. I'm trying to think how I say it now because it's a little bit different. My intention for you is that you receive the information that is most important for you to learn and that is in your highest good. So this is what I ask of my spirit guides, angels, and the loved ones on the other side. And this is my intention each and every day. And I have to trust that that intention is what will come through. And even if you're never certain. You're never, I mean, not never, but some people are never certain. There are some people that are very good at it, that have this certainty. So I can't say never, but it is thank you, Gina. Look at Gina saying I look festive with my hair and my top. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. So Mira here says, please don't leave me. I've gained a lot of motivation. I request you to answer my last question. I don't know why, but it's leaving my mind. I trust you for the question. All right, Mina, thank you very much for being here. Just visiting said, yes, maybe it's a choice to trust. Very good. It is. It's your intention. And our intention is so powerful. Our intention, it's a choice, but it's an intention. It's like you expect that that the trust will be there, and it's really important. I think there's a lot of people here that need to hear this today.
Mira's question, Z's question that she was referring to, is she wanted to know if the pendulum, when you gave the score, if that was already set and that's the score she will get.
Free will.
No. And it's free will. That is just something that and that's what I want, if she's still here, I want her to understand that this is all what you manifest. You're not settling for anything because you got the reading. You just now know that you have the power and the will to do this and do it with the intention for your most benevolent outcome. You will get the score for your most benevolent outcome. Turn my sentence around there.
And it's also where the energy sits right now. So if you do more quizzing, I would quiz. I wouldn't study more. I would have somebody quiz me more. If you have somebody to quiz you, or if you have a way to make up questions to quiz yourself, like try and do the test or a fake test before you take the test.
But have faith in yourself.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Just visiting. That was really informational. So Thelma is here. After Thelma is Chick from Ohio. After Chick is Wiki, and then Pixie, if we have time. I think we should have time. Thelma, Chick, Wiki, Pixie. So y'all just say hello. Thelma, dear Thelma from UK, any messages for me?
I had 2 cards fall out of the Cosmic Oracle deck. And the first one was give yourself some credit for doing a good job at the whole living thing. In other words, it's time to stand up and take a bow to yourself. You're doing this human thing really good. We're all presented with challenges because life does that, unfortunately, right? And you're doing a stellar job, but you're not giving yourself credit. You're always thinking you need to do more. You haven't done enough. You have this sense of lack, which we talked about earlier in this session. So count your blessings, including the people that you've got. And the second card was someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Somebody needs all the counsel, the love, the understanding that you have developed over learning how to do this life thing as well as you have. Whether it's to share a story, and I think that this is love more in a friendship kind of thing. Somebody just needs to know they matter. Somebody near you, or maybe just acquainted with you, just needs to know they matter. That they're seen, that they're heard. You're a good listener. Somebody just needs that. And I don't know. I just have the sense that they're there. They don't know how to present themselves to you more, or say that they need this. But somebody near you just needs to be heard and know that they matter. And I'm getting a really, really deep feeling in this, that it's just really important right now for this, whoever this person is, that you're going to have to figure out who this is, and you're going to have to reach out to them and figure out a way to do this. Okay, so the daughter, yeah, that it's just, sometimes it's just to be there, just to be there and do it however it is that you do it, that she will know that in your relationship. Good luck.
Wonderful, Ginny. Thank you very much. That was really intense. You could feel like it was coming through, and really strong for you there, Miss Thelma. And what I was getting for you, Thelma, is your spirit guides and angels are suggesting that you call on them to guide your words, to guide me and allow what is most important for my daughter to hear from me, that it is guided through me and my words. Allow the angels to do their work through your words, through your actions, and let them know that you're there to work on their behalf. It's almost like you don't know what else to say, but you can, and this is practicing stepping aside and allowing the information to flow through you. Have you worked on your throat chakra recently, or balanced your chakras recently? Because maybe this would help you to open up and allow that information to come through. But she said done. She likes to work with the angels and allow them to guide your words. All right.
And I really got listening, just to listen. Just to listen. Just to be there and listen.
Chakra.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you have anything blue that you can wear, I don't have a blue pendant, but just wear a blue necklace or a blue stone around you, or keep it next to you. And then balance your chakras there. And it'll just help to ease the flow. And you can ask your angels to ease the flow of your words. I've always had throat chakra problems. Well, not anymore, because now you know what to do. There's remedies. And I don't know if you saw my the chakra healing with stones with Stacy, that the series that I did recently, Thelma, but you can look back and find the throat chakra one. It has really good suggestions and remedies and then the meditation at the end would be really helpful for you as well, Thelma. Yeah, and sometimes it has to do with past life. Like if we were hung in our past life, or if we had the guillotine in our past life, then maybe we would have these blockages here. But there's not much we can do about our past life, but we can balance our energies and work on that. Oh, she has lace agate. I see. Very nice. Very nice. All right. All the best to you, Miss Thelma. Thank you for being here. Chick from Ohio is next, and then Wiki, and then Pixie. Pixie Whisperer is here. Chick says, would love an angel reading. Oh, good. Oh, Thelma knows. Look, Thelma says she drowned as a witch in a past life. Yep. You can remedy that, Miss Thelma. Go back there and do some forgiveness work, do some past life regression, and go back there and heal that. All right. So, Chick from Ohio, I'd love an angel message, please. I don't think I have my.
Okay. Virtues. Be virtuous in your choices and actions. There is an opportunity for you to take the higher ground that will bring an end to a conflict or disagreement. Do what you know needs to be done to bring resolution and healing. If you need to admit that you were wrong, it may not be easy, but by doing so, you will remind those around you how much you care, and this will guide everyone back to a state of harmony. Remember to say, I choose to bring peace to every conflict. It's probably one of the hardest things that we as human beings have to do is, even if you don't think you're wrong, sometimes you can phrase it in that it allows the other person to have some grace in the situation. Just because I'm not wrong doesn't mean I'm right, if that makes any sense. Because there's many solutions to that, and some attitude can be reflected in the tone of the words that we use or the choice of words that we use. And it's very important in whatever the situation in your life is for you to decide which is more important, and that you have the power to get everybody through this and past it. And then in the future, you can look back and you can discuss it in a neutral tone. But right now, whatever the situation is, you have to take the higher road and be the guide. And sometimes that is just being the example and setting the example on how to do that. Good luck.
Wow. Wow. Ginny's on fire, y'all. Oh my gosh, that was so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I can feel it. I can feel it when Ginny gets in that zone. It's that I can feel the energy, you guys. Ginny is on fire. So okay, I was just looking for some feedback from Chick Chick, but maybe she's still typing. So what I got for you, Miss Chick, is I saw a heart and I saw ribbons, and I got the information that you to decorate love, to sort of enhance it and embellish it and make it known, make it seen, and make it visible. And I see that perhaps be crafty and creative. And I feel like it has a little bit to do with the holidays that are coming up. And some people really, they know that you love them, but they really need to see love in action, or love in the physical form, in the sense that something made from love, or a display of your love, something about decorating love and crafty and creative. So it's important for you to, and they're saying it starts in your heart, and to create and to be crafty with your love. So I'm not sure what it is around you that somebody, and I do feel as though it's a family oriented kind of a feeling around it. Family members or friends that are now family to you. But I feel as though there's hearts and ribbon, like there's celebrate and decorate this love, bring it into the material. Like love is an emotion, love is an action, love is a way of being, but they want you to sort of manifest it out into the 3D a little bit. So I hope that makes sense for you, Chick. And no spaceships this time, Chick. Sorry. Yeah. All right. So next I have Wiki. After Wiki is Pixie. Wiki said, I would love a spirit guide reading regarding the rest of the year financially. Thank you both.
Okay, Wiki, you get Uriel. It's going to be okay. No matter what's happening, it's going to be okay. Everything is working out for you. The angels of light are shining upon you, your situation, and anyone involved. If you are feeling overwhelmed or anxious, know this as a reminder of how much you care about things turning out well, and they will turn out well. Your activation is thank you, Uriel, for helping me trust in the process. Again, we're back to kind of a trust thing and manifesting what you're going to do. You're not going to get a yes or no, and you're going to win the lottery. This is about you having faith in the process and what you are doing to. What are you doing to count your coins is the word that comes in. And I get this, I'm getting the picture of some of the pentacle cards in the tarot decks. Be not a spendthrift or a miser. And I think that how they want me to say this, be a spendthrift nor be neither a spendthrift nor a miser, but be mindful of what you're doing and what you're manifesting. If you think you're broken, always broke, then that's what the universe hears, is you're always broke. If you see, I have resources that I am using, and my resources always seem to show up, you will have more resources. So how you have these words in your head and how you are saying them, and I know this is hard because money is such a threat when we don't think that we're going to be able to make a bill, but we will call that in. You have to, whatever this particular situation is in your life, you need to really, really look at it and see how you can put that positive spin on it. And again, count what you do have. Don't focus and ruminate in what you don't have. And I know that you understand these things, but as human beings, we also get very trite. It's kind of like, well, that doesn't help me because I need another $10 so I can pay my rent. It's using those skills, those intuitive skills and the powers that you have for manifestation and trusting that. We're back to trust again. We have a good theme going on self-trust with this. So, and look up on Archangel Uriel and see what else that you can find for inspiration with that, and keep your energy up so that the resources can come in. Envision stuff turning out the way it needs to for you to feel safe and protected.
Wonderful. And I love that gold coin on Uriel's chest.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, but yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And the gold in his hand too. And
which is why I probably was thinking of the pentacle suit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Wiki says, yes, I canceled some extraneous subscriptions. And yes, always grateful for all abundance that comes my way. And just so you know, Wiki, I do feel as though your investments will prosper and that you are disciplined and have funds set aside. And they just want you to re-examine your necessities and you're going to be like, I never really needed that anyway. So there are some what some practices and some habits may need to change, like maybe not as much DoorDash and a little more making soups and making chilies and making, these kind of things where you know, um, cook once and eat, 3 or 4 times from, the freezer kind of thing. Like really try and work on this type of habits, maybe your habits, and not just the outgoing, but what you can do and change your environment. And it's something that I think that naturally at a certain point in time in our life, we understand that there's no more collecting, and we kind of almost want to start purging, or want to start letting go. But you can I mean, I don't know if you're into this, but for some reason, I see you maybe finding things and refurbishing them, or imagining them, or repurposing them, and perhaps selling them, or putting them out in a marketplace somewhere. But that's something, like do something different and be creative and work on a supplemental income that is more pleasurable to you, and at a rate that is, just to sustain your. Oh, she says stews on the way, and she goes, oh, that's an idea. Yeah, you're extremely highly capable, and it's all about our habits. And I know that I used to take a lot of supplements, and I do love a lot of supplements, but I started backing off one at a time, and I could feel the ones that I needed to continue on. But I backed off a lot of supplements that I was just taking, that you don't need to take them. If you need them for one reason or another, you don't have to take them for the next 2 years. You would just, you can let some of that go. So things like this that are a habit that we don't even think about each and every day. But I do see that your investments will prosper, and your discipline has already set you up to be comfortable, but it's important to still re-examine some of those necessities. So all the best to you, Miss Wiki. So nice to see you here. Thank you very much. And Pixie is here. And let me see, we're at 57. Do you have time for one more?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Pixie?
We're not gonna leave that one question hanging there. That would be
all
rude.
right. Mary Ellen came in, and she says, if you have time, she wants to try and squeeze in. So
Okay.
we're right on the cusp. We're right at. We'll do Pixie and then Mary Ellen, and that'll be it for today.
Okay, Pixie, I have to say, I had 2 cards fall out of the Cosmic Oracle deck, and I just have to giggle at the first card that came out, given that you're Pixie Whisper, because the card is speak up and speak out, which is not a whisper. Speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. So if you have a tendency to be quiet and not say what needs to be said, or you let other people take the lead, you have something important to offer. I don't know if that's just, I'm getting more often than not. I got a picture. I'm reminded of my sister. In a situation where my mother was visiting my sister, and my mother and I were having a heated discussion. My sister, as a full-fledged adult, stood behind her door and peeked out because she was afraid to get involved because she was always quiet. And I told her later she needs to come out from behind the door and speak her mind, or people will always walk over her. I don't know if this is you, Pixie, or not, but there is some situation in your world or in your life that your voice is very important. You have something very important to say. That doesn't mean you have to yell. It just means you can insert is kind of an aggressive word. You can speak up softly. You can speak softly, but you need a seat at the table, and you need people to listen to you because you have something to say. And it's very valuable and very necessary. The second card that fell out was give your inner critic give your inner critic a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. So stop doubting what it is you want to say, because it's valuable and people need to hear it. And you will find the way, with guidance from your guides and for your most benevolent outcome and the outcome for everybody else, to say it with clarity, with love, but with certainty. And then it's whatever this is, and maybe it's an ongoing thing or for several things, it's going to have a very positive ripple effect through your relationships.
Beautiful, Ginny. So Pixie says, I'm not a shrinking violet, but I'm discerning about what I engage with, which is important for sure. Mm-hmm. And she says, okay, that inner critic needs to step off. Yeah. So Wiki had a follow-up. She said, I'm in a purging mood and will have time to offload that which does not serve anymore. Thank you both. You're welcome, Wiki. Thank you. Okay, so Pixie, let me just tune into your energy here. I think I was tuning into your energy the whole time. I had some messages that came through that were for other people that I felt like that were for you. And it's important for you to, what I feel is it's important for you to understand your abilities and your energetic strength and your boundaries. You want to make sure that I feel like there's a lot of psychic ability and a lot of knowing. And I do know that you're working on your mediumship as well. And your mediumship, I think sometimes it comes through psychically. And what I mean by that is when we do mediumship, we're like, I would connect to your energy and then I would connect to your loved one on the other side. Let's say it's a grandfather or something. But psychically, I can pick up from you information about your grandfather. And sometimes this psychic ability is very strong. And it's hard to discern what is psychic about the grandfather and connecting to you only for the direction of your grandfather, and then trusting that the information that comes from the grandfather is on a different frequency than the psychic. You're really strong and you're really you are able to connect psychically, but I feel as though your mediumship that you're looking to connect with is a different muscle. It's similar, but it's different. Psychic is in this world, in this realm, and mediumship is on a different frequency or vibration. And you can ask your loved ones and your spirit guides to assist you. And what it is these, when I open up my soul's vibration and I connect to the loved ones on the other side through my soul's vibration. And I call on their soul's vibration on the other side, and I connect energetically. And then I ask them to share, to think, feel, and let me know what it is they would like for me to relay to their loved one. And then it's like a knowing for me, but it's a soul's connection. It's not a psychic connection. It's an energetic connection. And the loved ones on the other side are telepathic. You know about that, but they also have personalities. They also have, character and memories and personalities and, the way that they would speak or the way that they would walk, all of these characteristics come through with the mediumship. But it is sometimes I find myself picking up mediumship or messages about their loved ones psychically. But I think that's where, or maybe a place where you can begin to practice, setting aside that really strong psychic ability that you have, that you rely on, and trying to say, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm asking the loved ones on the other side, and only the loved ones on the other side, to come through me. And what it is, it's an opening, and it's a relaxing, and it's an allowing. And then allow for the information, where psychically you can intend your energy and to send out your energy, but it's more of an allowing. So I hope that is helpful for you, Pixie. Okay, she says, that is what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with. You're really, really strong, because you were in my energy all day, and psychically, I could feel you. So you do have strong psychic abilities there. And some of those messages earlier today were for you as well. So I think you already know that, because you were kind of giving us feedback the whole time. But and it's important to understand boundaries, and sort of like ethics. You don't ever go into somebody's energy without their permission, and you don't ever offer a reading to somebody unless they've asked for one, that kind of thing. And these things are just practices and habits that come through, that help you to hone your skills, and to keep it at a level that is appropriate to move forward. And the loved ones on the other side, they do require a level of ethics, appropriateness, and boundaries, for sure. And she said, yeah, I did feel that some of the questions were for you too. Yep. Yeah, very good. And so let's move on. Thank you very much, Pixie, for all of the, it's all about appropriateness and ethics. Yep. It's a really important part, because, some people say, my spirit guides haven't said this, but some people say that if they don't honor the ethics, that their spirit guides will not be, their abilities will be dimmed, and it's a gift, and it's an honor, and it's not to be taken lightly. It's to be held in high esteem, high regard, and with the utmost, concern for others. You're welcome. You're welcome, Pixie. All right. Mary Ellen's here. If there's time, can you ask for a galactic message? Wonderful. Let's see what we have for Mary Ellen. So I'm just going to make you big so I can leave you guys a minute.
Well, I get to end with a card that I kind of started the same subject. You could use some self-care time, like now. Schedule it in. And the second one that fell out is listen to your body and do what it is asking for you. Back to the self-care. So they both came out together. So a double message there. So whatever. I get this also in a metaphysical sense for you too, that so this is not only your mental health, your physical health, but your spiritual health, to take some time for yourself in all those respects. I just get this sense of, I'll do that later. This is more important. I feel silly doing this, and maybe it's not that you feel silly. This is hearkening. It just seems to me this might hearken back, the lack of self-care, and however it is you're manifesting it in your life, is hearkening back to kind of a cultural thing, or being raised that you put everybody else first because that's what was modeled for you. I kind of get that. That's what was modeled for you. That it seems selfish is also very female, to put everybody first. The oxygen mask rule is what they keep putting in my head. If you don't take care of you, you don't have anything left over for anybody else. The same thing comes with the story about a sponge. If you give everybody else your energy, your resources, your whatever is in your sponge, then you're left with a dried out sponge. And that's not what you want. The more you take care of yourself, the more you have to share with other people. So you have to feed yourself first to feed others, whatever that is, whether you're feeding their soul, you're feeding their mind, you're feeding them literally, right? You need to take the choice. You need to take the choice piece of whatever it is. So you need to take the better piece of chicken, the bigger pork chop, the fresher vegetables once in a while, because you are allowed, or you can share it. But you have to get over this sense of you're not important enough, but you are. You need to see yourself as the most important thing in the life of the people that you are with. They need you. They need your strength, but they need to see you love you as much as you love them.
Wow. That was good.
I hope it resonates. Those are hard messages to give sometimes. I don't know you, but take care of yourself. Oh, recent heart issues. See that? Okay, this is going to see that metaphorically as well. So your heart and your soul and your physical heart, and it's kind of all the same. Your soul resides in your heart, and you have to take care of you. You have to take care of your soul heart as well as your physical heart, because you're the only one that can do it. You deserve it.
So, MEJ, what they want, your team is with you, is what the first thing I wrote down. Remember them through your dreams, that they do visit you in your dreams, and trust your intuition. And this is how they work through you. They are working through your intuition. So trust your intuition. Remember your dreams and that your team is with you. They are working to communicate with you, but it's not the same communication as words or a phrase, or, it's through your feeling. It's through your sort of gut instincts is what they're working through. And they want you to believe the feelings and impressions that you're receiving, and to trust yourself that these are coming from them. And as far as the other issue that you were talking about, I think that you have a lot of love to give, and I think that you know remedying the situation now will may be something that you will have to maintain and what's the word I want to manage an ongoing management of this particular issue that you're speaking about. But it's not something that's not manageable. It's something that you can manage and will manage. And it's I feel like it's an exhaustion from all the love and all the work and all the giving that you've done. And I feel like just treating yourself and with with kindness and gentleness is where you are right now. But I also feel that it's very manageable, that you will be able to manage this through with professionals. And she said she does have a dream book. Wonderful. We're all infinite, everybody. We are our souls, and we are infinite souls living in a incarnation of a human, and that we have been here many times before, and we will be here many times again. And the awakening that is occurring on this planet right now, and the awareness of our own soul in this human container, is part of the awareness and the awakening. And knowing this and living with half ego and half spirit soul, the awareness of this and the awareness of our connection and our guidance is where all of humanity is moving towards. We are perhaps maybe the front line, so to speak, that is, have been awakening through all of this time. And then there are others that will be following us in their awakening, and that we will need to be here to help guide them as well. So just think of it as, exponentially, each one of us that has any types of gifts or awareness, that we have this ability and a dedication for our soul and for the evolution of humanity to begin to get a grasp and a working practice with this energy and with this knowing and with this sense of self, so that when others exponentially wake up spontaneously, we will be there to help others. And that's why we're here. A lot of people ask what their purpose is, and we all are here to help humanity evolve, and with the transition of ascension as well. So I hope that was helpful. And we are way past times, Ginny. I'm so sorry. But please do. I will be back with the Crone Zone later this afternoon. They're going to come and visit for a beautiful discussion and to share about their thoughts and feelings about different things. And we'll take some comments from the chat, and that'll be at 4:30 Eastern. I guess that's 1:30 Pacific. So I hope to see you back later today. You're welcome, Pixie. She says, thank you both so much for the amazing messages. You're welcome. And you're welcome, Mary Ellen. We appreciate you. Everything's going to be okay, everybody. And Ginny, what an amazing job today. You are just... I love it.
I just talk, whatever the guides give me, I say it, and I hope that it resonates. It's weird on this side for all of you sitting out there looking at this. It just is, Thank you so much for your feedback and for your validation. It helps.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yes, enjoy. Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.